Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We have some more Rise of Mordor for you today, and this is a glorious 4v2 as we have the Uruk-hai archers here firing from the walls of UMBAR in on the defenders. And defending today we have the Woodland realm and we have the dwarves of Erebor, and they are facing today four evil armies. We have Dol Guldur, we obviously have Isengard with the Uruk-hai archers, we have, I believe, the Eastlings over there, and we also have Dunland. So yeah, we have four attackers against two defenders. Obviously the numbers are going to be massively in favor of the attackers as usual. I mean, these two factions here are usually got the like less troops anyway, but they are massively outnumbered today with this 4v2. But the attackers have to come in waves, I've been told. So this is kind of like a wave assault. So obviously, like, the attackers can't actually send their full force at once. They can only send bit by bit in to attack, which in theory should favor the defenders because they will have the numbers. But over time, you'll see more and more fresh troops coming in, and more elite troops, I imagine. And these troops from like the Woodland realm and from the dwarves of Erebor will get slowly more tired and weaker, and eventually will get like whittled down. But yeah, so if you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support, as these Mirkwood Raiders are getting focused down. This is how you'll end up if you don't subscribe. You get shot by like some long-ranged elf as you throw javies at these elves. Oh my gosh, that poor elf there is getting absolutely spiked to death. But yeah, thank you for all the support recently on the channel. We're working towards 5,000 subs. And yeah, just can't thank you guys for all your support recently. It's been very much appreciated. As these elves here just gloriously looking at over the dead bodies that they've just killed. These Mirkwood Raiders have wavered but have rallied, and it looks like doesn't look like anyone's actually moving in yet for an assault. It seems like they want to just focus down the elves before they go in. Not a bad idea. I'm not quite sure these crossbows up here have not bothered to focus down. I know they're Dunherd swords, but you might as well shoot them and get some kills. Looks like we're about to see. Maybe some Dunherd swords going in here against Lasgarm spears. Not a bad idea. I don't know why. Like, I know it's a wave attack, but I don't know why they can't just come in over here. I mean, yeah, it's a wave attack, but you might as well stretch the defenders out. But I mean, the defenders have got a lot of high chevrons. So we've got gold chevron elves, triple silver like elves as well. I don't know if they needed all these chevrons, to be honest. Like, their elves are already pretty damn strong. Don't know if they really need the chevrons to kind of like help them with that. But we will see how they do anyway. And it looks like we're about to see Dunland go in. Maybe. Oh, the lighting is not. There we go. That's better. Dunland looks like he's ready to go in with his armor that has been handed down to him from the Uruks of Isengard. But also, if you'd like to send in your own Rise of Mordor replays or any Total War replays, then the link is down below in the description for my Discord. That is the best place to send them, as we have a clash of infantry here. Thought they were about to go in, so Dunland has gone in. Looked like the elves also broke their shield wall when they broke their shield wall, which is probably not the best idea. But yes, I always appreciate your guys' replays. Always like to see what you guys have been up to in the world of Total War, so feel free to send in your replays if you would like to. It looks like, yeah, Dunland should do okay here. Swords versus spears. I mean, these are very heavy against heavy, so I don't know. It's going to be a close fight because swords should beat spears, but they are very heavy. It looks like also Dunland is about to go in over here. These are some blood swans. These are a bit lighter infantry. You've got medium melee here against very heavy. The elves will definitely win this fight because, I mean, look at the armor difference. Like, Dunland's barely armored. They've just also got wooden shields. Well, these, like, Mirkwood, well, not Mirkwood, but Lasgarden spears here are, like, some of the most elite looking spears around at the moment. Looks like we're also going to see Dunland come across over here. It looks like he's going to send some swords to go and attack the dwarves of Erebor that are set up here. Not a bad spot. If I was Erebor, I'd get a unit of crossbows on that wall over there. You can get some really nice shots. But yeah, it seems like the dwarves and like the elves have a lot of reserves, to be honest. They've got iron guards, dwarven barrack guard. We've got a catapult all the way back here. We've got some more spears. Not spears, so we've got 2 Mordors with pole arms. Got Day 9 foot. Got mansion reclaimers. Got a catapult. We've got a lot of stuff to go in. It's gonna be an interesting defense, put it like that. An interesting defense. Already, Lasgarland's sword's been sent in here. Yeah, the elves were taking a fair few casualties actually. I mean, they're also getting focused down by archers. So, let's see whether that interferes with the fighting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, look at that. The spear's losing decisively. I mean, so are the Dunherd swords. So, I mean, Dunland's going to need to send some more troops in it. But I don't know why they haven't bothered to put their archers, these Elder archers, onto the wall. I mean, that's what the Uruks did earlier. I mean, that seemed to work for them. These Uruk archers went through all of their ammo. Jeez, now they're in combat. They certainly will lose that fight there. But these elves are pretty bloodied up already. Looking very glorious as always, those elves. I don't think the Bloodsworn bothered to go in. They're still standing there. Walls have been breached. So yeah, there you go. Dol Guldur has actually started to make a breach. I guess, like, technically they can do wave assaults, but they can, like, basically they have to, like, attack in, like, I guess, like, they can't send all their forces forward, as you can see. So they can only, like, start another wave in somewhere else. So I guess that's technically the first wave. The second wave is going to come in over here, which is probably a better spot to attack. It's a big choke point. Shame they can't go through here. It's very annoying that this one like building here is blocking you off from getting through, but there you go. I certainly would think about probably like attacking this spot as much as possible. Having these archers, these Lords of Lasgarland are going to be a pain to get through. But yeah, we'll see how they do. It looks like more Bloodsworn being sent in over here now to support the Dunherd swords. Definitely they could probably sneak a unit around this this like bit here. The Bloodsworn should probably just have snuck around. They could have probably tried to surround the elves a little bit. This seems like where most of the fighting is going on at the moment. But like I said earlier, those Bloodsworn have just joined the fight, as you can see over here. I mean, these guys are not going to have an easy time. They're fighting heavily armoured elves, and they themselves have a club and a wooden shield. The elves are going to make mincemeat of them. That is for sure. And there you go. The archers are starting to waver now and break, as expected, to be honest. As expected. But yeah, I certainly started thinking about getting these archers on the wall. It doesn't look like the elves are really, like, fighting against any of, like, if you're putting archers on the wall, like the Uruks earlier, they didn't, like, shoot at them. They just kind of left them to their own business. So, and you get a better angle then. I'd certainly believe that would be the best idea. The best idea. Oh. But yeah, as you can see here, we've got Guldur Glaives coming in now, so this is going to be interesting. Guldur Blades, Guldur Glaives, which is all good to see. But they're obviously very vulnerable. These guys are really vulnerable. Certainly the Glaives, very vulnerable to archers. So are the Blades, to be honest. They don't really have a shield. They've not got the greatest armor. Well, they've got good armor, but they haven't got like the best like missile protection, I would have said. They're just like a dark mess. Oh, it's a shame because Dol Guldur's like armor looks awesome, but like the Attila camera kind of butchers it a little bit. There they go. They're off in now. And in go the Orcs of Dol Guldur. I mean, Dol Guldur relies more on like shock infantry at the moment. Its pikes are okay, but not great. Can't wait till they get trolls. So yeah, there you go. They should probably lose pretty quickly. You can see already these glaives getting focused down. So I mean, yeah, I mean they're also blobbing, as you can see here. This is seriously like they're going to be massive. I mean, it doesn't help that the units are massive, but like this is going to be a real issue, like massive blobbing. And you can see already artillery is taking advantage of that. Dwarven artillery already firing to the big mess down here, and already UMBAR is getting set alight. Not quite sure why the elves and dwarves are defending UMBAR, but I'm sure we can think of some scenario for it. Like both these this is the elven faction way in the north as well. This is the Woodland realm. They're not even like near the coast. They're very out of their natural environment of being in the trees. But yeah, it seems like over here, this first assault has gone... I mean, it's been a little costly for the elves, put it like that. These last guys on speed's down to 42. I mean, this is not looking good there. These Archers just rally or something like that, and I don't know if they've... Yeah, they still haven't gone in over there. The Dunland, I don't know why it's just holding off there. Very strange, very bizarre. But anyway, it seems like Dol Guldur is now leading the charge. Maybe they can only attack in one spot as soon as like a unit wavers. You can't necessarily send it back in. I don't know. I wasn't quite sure of the entire rules, but I certainly know it's in waves, put it like that. And but I mean, as you can see, there's still more glaives going in. They are really like blobbing up. Absolute madness going on right now. So many troops being seen. Look at that, already losing, decisively losing. Elves just chop through Dol Guldur, really. I mean, certainly when it comes to a choke point like this, the elves, just, like the numbers of Dol Guldur don't get the same effects they do in like a land battle. It's coming up now, more shock infantry. Nothing really elite yet, though. Did he bring any of his elites? That's what I'm more concerned about. I don't know if he actually did. He's got one champion to Dol Guldur there. He's got an onager. He's got pikes. I'm kind of hoping that they're maybe going to be just like assigned with a different army, but I honestly don't think they are. I don't know. I don't think they are. That's a bit concerning. Didn't bring any champions to Dol Guldur unless they're here. Oh no, they're all here. Wow. Okay, they all just snuck in under my nose. Fair enough. Well, it looks like already Dol Guldur's going to send in his entire army in one go, and it may all get stopped here by 3 units of Lasgarland blades. Really, I'd start setting in the pikes, just to try and change things up. Like the glaives and the blades just not doing it for him. And he also, like, I don't know if Dol Guldur just tried to pull through there. I don't know, but like, not really sure. Let's have a look, see if... No, it seems like Isengard's... Not Isengard, Dunland stopped his attacks now since Dol Guldur started. So, yeah. I mean, this should be very easy then for the defenders. If it's going to carry on like this, it should be very easy for the defenders to, like, stop. Because even though it's a wave assault, like... I mean, everyone should just be able to, like, make one massive attack across the entire front. That's what I'd say. Like, with their, like, first wave, then you have a second wave, and maybe more, like, your... normal tier troops, and then you have like your elites. I don't know. Obviously both sides, both defenders picked really strong defensive factions as well. So that's going to make it easier for them. But I mean, again, like I said, numbers, I mean, as attrition goes, it'll slowly get harder. But these, I mean, they're taking off. They're starting to lose here. It's a good sign. The dwarves are now setting up troops. I mean, these Javi should probably start throwing at the dwarves. Yeah, they're starting to lose in several areas, but I mean, the archers over here are probably going to just like rout most of Dol Guldur. You can see here that we've got Lords of Lasgarland and the elite archers. They're focusing in there, and they're shooting a massive mass over there, massive black mass. But also, these guys are pretty good in combat, so like they're also going to be handy in that situation. You can see already routing the glaives. The glaives just kind of suck. Look at that, massive rout. I really hope that Dol Guldur gets a boost in some units. It really does need a bit more love to it. Bit more love, few more units, and trolls. Trolls are key. Dwarves been sent in though. Giving me Battle of the Five Army vibes right now. The artillery's flying in as well. We've got Dwarven shock infantry in as well. We've got Mithrin veterans being sent in. good to see these guys in the battlefield. Probably one of the best looking units around. If one of them just sits still, so I can, let's just go into the back. Let's have a look at what I use. You gonna sit still for me? For those of you who haven't seen an Arid Mithrin veteran, they look pretty damn awesome. Got like a little dragon on their head. They are pretty damn awesome. Definitely hats off to the modeler who made those. They did a really, really good job. I mean, they did a great job with all these units, to be fair. The dwarves already losing and they've been sent into combat. Kind of surprised at that. I mean, champions of Dol Guldur are in here, but they're already losing themselves. Dol Guldur is going to be stopped here in one massive push, I think. The pikes really should have been sent in a long time ago. There's some blades as well available. They really should have just maybe, like, sent in the pikes to then force stuff back. Arid Mithrin veterans routing Guldur Glaives here now to flank into the side of Dol Guldur. Let's just turn the camera around. There we go. Now it looks beautiful. They're causing all sorts of havoc here in the back lines. Yeah, Dol Guldur, like champions of Dol Guldur, losing now. These elven units though are pretty banged up. These are gold chevron. Don't know if they should have really had the chevrons on, but they got them. The Mirkwood Raiders trying to jabby the Arid Mithrin veterans, not a bad idea. now is certainly the time to just flank around here. The dwarves made a mistake. There's a massive gap in the line here. Got to flank around. Get this like blade to just engage to Arid Mithrin and get this glaive to just flank around. Artillery also coming in for Dol Guldur. They're firing off their remaining ammo, hitting what they can. Also, looks like we've got someone going in again. Is this the Dunland's going in with his archers? Yeah. Seems like Dunland's been a little bit more slow over on this side, and that's fair enough.
An entire unit has perished.
There you go. Lots of wavering going on. They're going into the pack lines, going for the crossbows. I'll just go on and try and flank these, like this line that was being formed up here. Maybe been able to save stuff. They need to send in the pikes as well. Yeah, finally the pikes are going in. Might as well get their general and the last blade in there as well. Just throw it all in. Like, they're nearly through. They might need an ally over here soon though as well to carry on the mantle. Elves have sent in their archers, so they're running low on troops here. There you go. Seems like Dol Guldur is running out of troops, and looks like the elves and the dwarves are going to be able to survive over here unless they send in more troops soon. Arid Mithrin veterans are already nearly dead.
Trying to take out our general. Defend him.
Already nearly dead. Just said they're trying to take out the general. That's the elven general, isn't it? Where is he? Where's he got to? Oh, he's here. Elven King, yeah, well, he's coming up. He's coming to deal with these Mirkwood Raiders. That's a good charge. Yeah, no wonder he's getting shot at. I mean, I'd get him out of there. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Elves can survive without it anyway. Crossbows here, they did actually get like pretty beaten up by the troops here of Dol Guldur. So not a bad tactic by them. You can see the elves back here getting shot as well by artillery by the looks of it. Again, good idea by the attackers. Shoot any reserves that are there. You can see, looks like the elves are going to win over here though. These Lords of Lasgarden are so good in combat. Certainly against lesser troops, they'll win every time. Also seems like Dunland has started his assault over here. I mean, he's getting focused down though. Really nice by the Dwarven player here, who's holding him on the walls with the Erebor axes and then shooting him down with the crossbows. Over here as well, it seems like the elves now being assaulted by, we've got some Bloodsworn going in. Like I said, the armor difference is just like massive. There's no way that these guys are going to win. They're going to need thousands of these Bloodsworn if they're going to take out these elven units, or maybe even just this one. It's a spear unit. It's heavily armored, much more heavily armored, and it's in a choke point. It's in its element, is what it is. It's in its element. Elves starting to waver over here. They have run into the pikes. The Dol Guldur pikes here. They'll have a field day fighting these swords. I mean, I say that they are like, strangely enough, the Dol Guldur pikes still kind of like a little sucky, to be honest. You can already see they're taking quite a lot of casualties. what happens, I guess, when you have a 190-man unit of pikes.
Our men flee
But
the field of battle.
even still, as you can see, like, oh, well, yes, but the elves are going to give up this choke point. I'm kind of surprised. Already as well, already falling back a lot of troops. I feel like that's a little bit early by the dwarves and the elves. Yeah, they're already falling back. I think they shouldn't have had to be doing that. They've got loads of troops left, loads of troops. And yeah, Isengard and the and it seems like now the Eastlings are coming forward. But I still think they could have held their fell a lot longer, especially since they've like taken out so many troops. Yeah, they killed 3,000 and lost 1,000 themselves. Going on those odds, it actually would be quite close. So I think they should have just stood where they were. It would have been perfectly fine. But you can see the pikes here doing their best winning. Especially when it comes to this bit. Like, if they got to, like, attack these spots here, the attackers. Like, that's just a little bit, I think that's a little bit unfair. Like, I think they should have, like, or at least hold, like, the ramp. You might as well hold the ramp. And like hold over here a little bit more, because like if you retreat everything back here, you got the towers supporting you, and this is such a pain to assault, and especially when there's lots of troops left. That's the whole point of holding this part, is when you've got very little left, like a couple of units to hold each choke point. Make it an interesting fight. But yeah, Dol, I mean, the attackers have barely done anything. They've barely had to do anything this game. I mean, over here they've attacked a couple of units, and they're gonna kill off like these Lords of Lasgarland. About three elven units taking out an entire army for the for Dol Guldur. So I feel like the defenders are probably retreating far too early right now. As you can see in the background, the Eastlings are now in town. Got our Varag warriors here now in. Got Loki Rim. Got the Blood Avengers for Dunland also here. They got the elite shock infantry looking really good. Got their Uruk-hai helmets on. We are about to see Bloodsworn here win in combat against Lasgarland archers. And there you go. It seems like what remains of Dol Guldur is well, taking the choke point, but like I said, there's very little left. They've taken out this entire army, really. Yeah, there is really what the general, one sword infantry, the pikes, the only fresh units, and all these other units are just a shadow of what they used to be. And yeah, I certainly feel like they should look at this. There's so much left, so much left. They definitely shouldn't be holding up here. The dwarves have barely committed any forces. They should be sending them down more. They could definitely hold all those choke points still. I mean, this dwarven unit is now going to get surrounded and killed by Loki Rim, as it deserves to be, for retreating far too early.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Epic duel between this dwarf and the Loki Rim here. My money's on the dwarf. And the Loki Rim just has the audacity to turn around and leave him. Wow, how rude. Guess that's Total War for you, though. See that often in Total War. It's like, no, I've lost interest in this fight. You're too good for me, or you're too bad. I must find a better man to fight. Yeah, these dwarves, yeah, they're losing gradually. Looks like they're sending out crossbows, though. They're going to shoot with those crossbows, just shoot into the back of those Loki Rim. If they do, it's not a bad tactic. Guess they get something out of the sacrifice of that sword unit. I just shoot from there. Just start shooting these Loki Rim in the back. Here we go. So yeah, those Loki Rim are probably going to start to feel the pain in a moment, being shot in the back. And they're already off just because one unit of like Dunherd's swords is going. They could have probably focused that unit down. It seems like the waves of troops are now over. It seems like Isengard's bringing his troops. I don't know if the wave effect's still going on and what, but yeah, I mean they are at least holding this ramp a little bit. But I still feel like the elves and the dwarves have fell back far too quickly. I think they should have, especially if it's just waves of attackers. Like they've got nothing to fear really. They've probably got the numbers every time the attackers come in. Hopefully it's now just going to return to a normal siege battle. Even still, the dwarves and the elves have probably got the advantage. I mean, there's a lot of troops got taken out by the attackers. It looks an awesome shot, doesn't it? Look at that. In come these Mirkwood trackers. And they'll get cut down. Because they're just terrible little goblins. Are they pulling through? They actually did just pull through, I think. Or they at least have tried it. They look like they at least attempted to try and pull through. Don't know. Don't know if they tried to or what. But they've been broken anyway. Who's firing artillery? They're shooting at the are they general sniping? Don't know. I think they were. It's a little bit unfair on Dogaldor. He's done so well to already get through that choke point. Good general sniping. Paraguay is waiting. Why is it so dark? Gosh. Why are you so dark?
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Champion Reavers here, good carry. The only problem is they've got some pretty useful cav, but they're not going to be able to use it. At least the dwarves are holding out here a little bit. I mean, it's still going to be hard to break through this, though. Look at this. This is Erebor Axe Warriors, got Iron Guards here. They got crossbows ready. This is going to be one tough nut to break. Look awesome, though. They really do. Looks like we're going to see some Uruk-hai archers probably duel with these crossbows first, and then we're going to see the infantry go in. It looks like it's going to be Loki Rim leading the way this time. And yeah, these Mirkwood raiders rallied and then broke again. Got crossbows here. They're focusing on the pikes. Good target to shoot. These pikes, just like I said, they're very heavy, but they just drop so quickly. I mean, they are getting shot in the back. I don't know. Same with Golden Blades. They're very heavy melee infantry, and they kind of suck a little bit. Dol Guldur here, though, is ready to avenge all this fallen. Now, yeah, they need to send up pikes, they need to send up swords, and they could probably break through this. Oh, crossbows coming forward. They're going to try and put a few volleys into the pikes before they get there. Good idea. Pikes getting focused now. They'll be below 100 before they get to the front lines easily. There you go. I think they're 95. There you go. Yeah, they're going to have. This is what they should have done: set the blades ahead so that the pikes are protected. Here they come, and they're going to catch those crossbows. Well, they'll catch some of them. Oh, maybe. Well, maybe got a few. Over on this side, yeah, they're just dueling. I would just rush the crossbows. Like, the crossbows here, like, this is a good position for them. If they retreat any further up there, they get pretty terrible angles. Also, I just wouldn't bother shooting them. Why? There's just no need. These guys have got so much armor. You'll be here forever. And you don't have the time. You do not have the time. Time is against you. What happened to this unit? Oh, we've got Uruks here as well. So we're going to see the Uruk-hai go in maybe first. Pikes having any influence in this fight? Not really. They haven't really got to the front lines just quite yet. They need to push the pikes forward. Here comes champions of Dol Guldur, though. That's good to see. Good to see the elites coming forward. What's remaining of the elites anyway. They've attacked over here. No, they just need to go in. Come on, leave the crossbows. Just go in and attack the iron guards. If you're setting shock infantry, like some of the elite shock infantry they have back here, like Varagor. Well, that's not elite, but the Blood Avengers certainly. Warlords of Ruin, send them in. You'd like probably break through. Got halberds now coming. They've been really focused down as well, these whole guardians. It's good to see. But I'm sure they'll have an easy time just stabbing these blades as they come forward. The pikes, though, they may have a little bit more difficulty with them. I don't know. The range, I would have thought the Goldor pikes had the advantage, but I don't know. Who's winning it? Oh no, the Gold Guardians are losing that fight. I mean, definitely send the spears back in. It probably saves them. Probably saves them. Still not sending anything in. They just need to go. Like, the attackers need to go. These Iron Guards are waiting for them to kill. Okay, infantry just lingering. Definitely need to send more troops in. Seems like the spears are kind of losing this fight. I mean, that guy just gutted a orc, but I'd say with the pikes, as soon as they get a little bit too close to the pikes, they do seem to lose this fight. Because the archers in there, they're certainly not going to help in the fight. Pikes are starting to waver though. Not a good sign. You got the elves getting forced back. Anything going on over there? No, still waiting. And the crossbows up here are just, I don't know what they're doing. I think they're trying to get an angle, but they realize that they can't. They can't? I don't know. They need to realize that they can't. Looks like the elves are starting to push back some Dogledor units. And the pikes are just breaking, or they just wavered again. Or they're right, sorry. The other pike coming forward, over 100 men in it. Or 100 orcs. Champions of Dogledor broken as well. I don't know, I hope that they were going to stop with the wave assault thing, like, once they got inside the city. Because you wouldn't, like, carry on with waves. You'd be like, just, everyone all out, just go for what you need to go for. Because, you could also just, like, send troops all the way, they could have sent troops all the way around here, around this back way, and then attack from the back. As you can see, the dwarves are ready for it. So yeah, I feel like they should have done that. That would have been a good idea. And then they can, like, do multiple attacks. I feel like that's, like, then one wave. If you're attacking every single side at one time, that seems like a wave.
Do not go quietly, my brothers! Make them suffer!
Elves falling back so the archers can get a nice clean shot at these pikes again. I guess another strength for Dogledor is they do have the unkillable, well not unkillable, unbreakable units in the Phantoms and the Wraiths, so that's pretty handy. And we've got the General in here now. This is the last of Dogledor, really. The spears are starting to finally break at 10, 9 men. Just go in and attack these dwarves, like Isengard and these things. Like, they're not that scary.
Kill, lad! The men are broken.
Also, all you're doing is allowing the Elven General to kind of risk his own life, do some risky stuff, but who knows? You could go all the way around, you could, and go and ride some stuff down. Elder Archers. All the way over here on their own, and they're just being given the orders to be killed by the Elven King. But yeah, I think that the dwarves here, the dwarves and the elves should have held for a lot longer. Like the outside defenses, because well, they had loads of troops left. They've got loads. Got over 2,000 men left. They're fighting 5,000. Odds are then, yeah, are tilted in their favour, because it was 1,000 dwarves and elves for every 3,000 orcs and evil people or evil men. Pike's still in there. They may be able to... Yeah, look at this. They're turning this last Garland fight around. There's a big gap now here in the line. Sending stuff forward. We're going to see the Eastlings now come forward, finally. But why they haven't done that earlier, I do not know. They really should just be, like, throwing everything they have now at this point.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
There you go. Those Lasgarden archers are broken. Now it's down to the Hall Guardians to hold this line. But like I said, they should just sneak on through it, and they can just rush these Lasgarden blades and these crossbows, which are just wrecking Dol Guldur here. Dol Guldur just broke and then ran into the pole arms, which is probably not the right way to go. They should probably retreat back down the hill. But yeah, Dol Guldur's basically finished. I don't know if they just lost their general. No, he's still alive. Why they're... well, I know where they're chain round. They're getting chain round because they're breaking. Yeah, move these wards rude now. Just go. Like, screw wave system. Just charge. Charge these guys.
The enemy general is
And there you go. That's Dol Guldur losing his general. They start their assault over there. They still not started their assault. Uruk-hai Crossers. Jeez, they're waiting on all the heavy armaments to go in over there. Wards of Rune now in here though, fighting Lasgarden Blades. They should win that fight, I think, should the Wards of Rune. They need to get a move onto the attackers. They're running out of time. There's only 10 minutes left in this, and there's a lot of dwarves and elves left to kill. You can see here they're flanking on around. Dunherd swords going. That's a good idea. Going, I'm presuming, going to rush these archers here, these crossbows. Nope, they're gonna. What are they gonna do? They let themselves just get shot in the back though easily by these crossbows. Just gonna easily just shoot them in the back, shoot their wolf pelts. I mean, what I would have done was engage this Lasgarden blade here. I mean, it's getting focused down by artillery, but I would have, like, engaged this one, and then you can, like, surround that one and attack this crossbow here without really this Lasgarden blade getting involved. Because now it's going to try and cut off this little access point. I think there's still sort of one here, actually. Maybe not being the most effective charge there by the Lasgarden blades. They are desperately holding on as the Uruks push forward. Everyone's pushing forward. A lot of pulling through here. These Wards of Rune should not be pulling through. Not really a gap in the line. But yeah, the attackers are like, well, we don't have much time left. Well, Wasted a lot of time. I felt like this, but certainly wasted a lot of time over here. Yeah, they're focusing on these axe warriors really nicely, but it's not really going to. Doesn't really matter if you can't win the fight over here because these walls are going in.
This unit now.
This unit that pulled through.
Enemy units have rallied and returned.
Losing over here though. These last Garland blades. I mean, actually, now they're just winning. Where's Isengard's pikes? They could do with them. Are they all the way over there? Yeah, they are. Could have done with them over here. There's a massive blob. Let's look at this blobbing. It's insane. There you go, look, you can see the Warlords are just losing now because they're getting focused down by these tiny little crossbow units. It seems like unless the elves and the dwarves let them inside this compound here, the defenders are probably going to win. Like, the attackers are getting stuck. Like a massive blob of them getting stuck here by one unit. That's why you don't send all your units in at once. See, yeah, Warlords Rune again trying to pull through. Just watch them as they pull through there. Shouldn't do that. Artillery coming in. What we got here? Dwarves and crossbows look like they're in. Oh, and they broke through over here. I don't know if they pulled through or I don't know really what happened here, but it seems like these Bloodsworn certainly got through a gap. The pikes are certainly like shredding these Erebor Axe Warriors. And the Dwarven Barrack Guard are being chased up the hills. So you can see here, Isengard's making a nice last-ditch push here. Much more action now going on over here than there was earlier. Isengard's troops are much more, well, I say they're much more fresh, but these Dwarven troops have barely seen action either. I don't think they've seen any. And there you go, all of a sudden they're now onto the compound. These Ironguards have got a hold. Elves sending down a bunch of archers to support. Got a general over here that's just chilling here. We've got the Elven General. Don't know what he's doing here. I mean, he's about to get charged by Champion Reavers and then also by the Bane of the Steppes. So we're going to have both a shot cav and a melee cav going in. Elven King Rider, I don't think will win this fight. I don't know. He certainly won't win it if there's a second unit of cav comes in. The second unit of cav should probably try and like flank around and then just rear charge them. Yeah, this Elven General might be about to die here. Wasn't the best idea. I don't know why he sent him out unprotected. He just sent him into the back. You shouldn't have done that. You should have just like sent him around the back and get a rear charge on these on the Elven King. You would have done a lot more damage. Again, the Blood Avengers, sorry, trying to find a gap. I'd say that's a gap. I mean, they're not really pulling through what they're doing. They're pulling through like one guy. That one was certainly much more look more legal. Oh my gosh! That's why you don't fire artillery and why you don't blob up. This artillery here is just trying to shoot a tiny little like blob in comparison to its own. All they're gonna have to do is just charge these crossbows. I mean, okay, there's more stuff. You just send more through this little gap here that's in like a little column. They do a good amount of work. These Blood Avengers are insane. They'll go and kill probably most of this last Garland Blade unit here. It's all hotting up right at the end when the attackers, like I said, realise that they are struggling for time and men probably. Now 1,000 versus 4,000. That's good odds for the attackers. There's only 4 minutes left. There you go. These Barrack Guard just chopping away at the Wine Storm. He's doing a lot of work. Doing a really... Oh, and they're getting focused down, though, these Barrack Guard. They're still combat even, though. They're doing okay. Yeah, the Blooded Avengers, sorry. They're cutting down these Lasgarn Blades. They should do. They're going berserk, so I don't know if they... that's really good. Oh, some really good hits there by the artillery. That was a lot better. Still missing a few, though. Sure, they're getting plenty of friendly fire as much as they are killing stuff. Yeah, these Lords of Lasgarn now, their effectiveness in combat is certainly being tested against a whole horde of enemies. All it's going to take, I mean, all they have to do is keep feeding down a unit just to occupy these berserkers here. And there you go, Generals fall, and I was just going to say, how's the cab fight going on? But yeah, as I thought, the Elven King was a 2v1. It was not going to be a victory, but I mean, the Elves' morale is pretty solid. They shouldn't really be affected by it. Dwarves here, and the pikes of Isengard need to get pushing up this hill. Pikes, crossbows, stormers, they're all in there, trying to break through these Barrack Guard. A lot of desperation starting to kick in.
Enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
And then as you can see, the rear charge of the shock infantry, that's huge. Got Blood Avengers getting in there. They're going to do a lot of damage through these elves. It's a shame it's just coming so late. So little, too late. Look at that. I mean, who's firing? So is it actually elves or dwarves firing that artillery piece? Because they are hitting friendlies more than they care. Look at that. So why you don't shoot? Why are they shooting artillery in this blob? I do not know. This is a tiny little blob of good that you're more likely to miss. You might as well just shoot like all the Dane or something back there. And then, instead of shooting like this tiny little blob, these guys will eventually die. They're getting surrounded by shock infantry. They will die.
Their weapons and are fleeing.
Over on this side, see again, yeah, just being held up by like a couple of units. I feel like the dwarves and the elves, they probably could have like stood at the bottom of the like these bottom defenses for a little bit longer. Yeah, that they've done okay, but they still have a lot of troops. But yeah, we are nearly at the end of the battle now. Only a few seconds left to go. So it looks like it's going to be a defender victory. Seems like even though the elves and the dwarves are probably going on to lose this one now, I'd say. The time is about to run out for the attackers. Like, I feel like the defenders, they've given up. Yeah, they realize that they're going to win on time. So they don't need to really worry about anything. That's why they could throw away their generals. I thought they may have just charged their generals up here at these pole arms, which should have been just suicidal. I don't know, maybe the defenders could have done it. They still had a lot of elites, but I don't know. I feel like the attackers also have like a lot of elites. They also still have like archer armor back there. Yeah, they definitely would have like, it would have been a rough one, put it like that. I have a lot of pikes as well still. Or at least I think they do. But there you go, that is going to be the battle. It is going to end in a draw, but I'd say I guess it's a Mirkwood victory. Or not a Mirkwood, a Woodland Realm victory and the Dwarven victory. So I'll end the replay and have a look at some of the end results. Yeah, this one was sent in by Mythic, who was playing as the Woodland Realm. His ally was Assassin Goldie, who was playing as the Dwarves. It was an interesting scenario that Mythic organised on my Discord. Certainly feel like it could have been like tweaked a little bit. I feel like the attackers also probably should have attacked a lot more than they did necessarily. I think they could have could have attacked a bit more and like on a larger scale of like a wave. You could almost just have like 3 waves of attacks. But yeah, I don't know. It was interesting, put it like that. But yeah, the elves did really well here with kills. I mean, you got like 257, 293 kills with these Lasgarn blades, 335, 326, and really good kills here. The spears getting 223. I mean, he's got a few healthy units left, but not many. His like polearms getting 106 kills. His archers getting 276. I think is the best one. 225. These Lords of Lasgarn. I think he did pretty well. His general got 152 kills before he died. And then we've got Assassin Goldie here, who's got a fairly fresh Dwarven army still. I feel like, yeah, like I said, I feel like they could have held at the bottom for a little bit longer and then retreated. Would have probably been like, and just like I said, have a few units left at the bottom, like in the last few choke points. Would have made it quite interesting. 216 kills these area Mithrin veterans. His axes 177 is not bad, but the rest did not do that great. His Dwarven Barrack Guard 189 kills. Yeah, 4 kills with his Iron Guard before he got vaporized. His Dwarven crossbows, or his airable crossbows, getting 88 kills, 396 for this one, 208 for his Onager. Some good kills there for Goldie. Then we have Adams, who's playing as one of the playing as Dunland. Did okay, but yeah, he had a pretty rough start. He had to go in first. Nothing really getting into the hundreds. Got 82 kills here for his Blood Sworn. His Dunherd Swords getting 74 kills. Blood Avengers getting 79. So yeah, some okay kills, but nothing massive. But also at the same time, they're like trying to kill these two factions. You're not going to get like into the hundreds with kills anyway. We've got Dogaldor here. Again, like not getting like massive kills. Got 138 kills. His Onager is pretty good though. 40 odd kills with his Dogaldor Pike. 64, 67 with his blades. Yeah, pretty rough. I mean, his Champions Dogaldor is the most surprising ones here, getting just like 40 kills. Isn't very, very surprising. Then we've got Nitro. Sorry, that was played by Stephen McCoy, by the way, who's playing Dogaldor. But you've got Nitro here, who's playing as these things. Had a very healthy army still left. Only lost like his Wards of Rune. Which, I mean, again, they like took a lot of casualties. I mean, I think, don't know if that has a mix of like pulling through and also like just getting shot in the back by crossbows probably did not help. Yeah, 109 kills is Onager, but yeah, nothing else really got any kills because he didn't really send it in. And then we got Super Cyborg Man who's playing as Isengard, who has a very fresh army left. Like, this is why I'm saying that the attackers probably would have won. I mean, his general's really beaten up, but I don't know why he sent him in first. But yeah, he didn't really get many kills either. His crossbows did well, 123, 110. But yeah, like nothing else really got many kills because it didn't really, again, get sent in. Like in time. I feel like they wasted a lot of time at the beginning and also at like sort of like the end of the battle, like in the middle. They did okay, but they kind of wasted a lot of time, I feel like, the attackers. But anyway, there you go, guys. That is the siege today. If you did enjoy, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.